I realized that most people are just noise. Not because they're bad people at all, but because they're optimized for a different life than I want. So whenever I see friends or family at home in Denmark, it's often very dull conversation about me because people don't understand anything of what I'm doing, and that's perfectly fine. So mostly we end up talking about their university or their work or something like that. And the questions I typically get are either, how much are you earning? Or how many clients do you have right now? 90% of my friends went straight to uni or either into a job. And when you are not that person, when you're something that you want to build something yourself, you'll get many funny looks and comments, and I still do, but I love it. It's part of the journey, and I can also see the fun of it. The funny thing is that people idolize streamers and celebrities and actors and also YouTubers. If you want to become that person, people will laugh at you and make fun of you because, this guy can't do anything. He will never reach those people. And it's it's like a paradox because they idolize the people up here, but the journey just seems impossible. So it's something that you just have to understand. It is how it is. Most people are not really relevant for you. I very much, in my mind, decide who I want to talk business about. There are some of my friends who I love and only talk business with, and there are some people where it's never the topic. We never discuss it. It's something else. Maybe it's games or football or travel, whatever. So, as you probably noticed, it is 2026. I hope you've had a great new year. What I have done in terms of my goals, because most people are setting huge goals and they're setting them for a whole year or maybe some only a month, and that also makes no sense. What I have done is that I have created one result-based goal. This is how much I want to earn monthly, my minimum wage, if you can call it that. But it is in terms of new projects, because when you send invoices, sometimes the invoice can be paid, the month after or 2 months after, depending on how good the clients are at paying. The rest of the goals are purely input-based goals. So this means that I will film 2 videos a month. I will make 8 shorts out of them, and I will put the required amount of hours into my work. This can be anything. This can be filming like I am now, developing websites, calling clients, developing something new. I showed you Birdi last time. It's a really exciting project that I'm launching. So I don't want to wake up thinking about numbers all the time. I just want to think that if I'm doing the input, the output will show itself eventually.
Today I have had 4 meetings, 3 physical and 1 online with a foreigner, international. If everything goes to plan, I have made 4.5 thousand euros today in projects. The way I send invoices is that I send 1 invoice at the start of my project and 1 at the end. So it's not like today I've made 4,500 euros, but it is like project-wise, which is the way I said that I'm calculating input-based goals, and I have accomplished those goals today. And the last couple of days I've worked incredibly hard, and that has correlated to me getting this done. And I don't know if you remember, but last video I showed you Birdi, and this is just currently a sneak peek of the expansion I've made. So yeah, this is sick. Every client will get to see this. It is so awesome. We've integrated a lot of AI into this, which is just amazing. Yeah, this is so sick. Right, so I just got finished with a meeting in Copenhagen with a cybersecurity firm, some great guys, and we've already made the website, but we needed to make some adjustments. So we've planned that out, and the adjustments will be done next week. So we're making some new pages, setting up the analytics, Google Analytics for the page. And I think that will be very valuable to these guys. And before we make any major changes, we need to get that done first. So yeah, a very successful meeting, and now I'm heading home. Right, so I've been working the whole day and I thought that it was time for some outside time. So luckily I am living by a lake and the lake is completely frozen right now.
I don't think it's frozen enough to actually step into it. I'll test the ice in a minute. But yeah, sitting on this lovely pier. Oh yeah, and our boat is still in the water, so not ideal. So our house is currently for sale, and I am expected to move to Lake Como in not too long, and I'm very excited because this weather is just it's nice as it is now. With snow and ice, I prefer it like that, but usually it's just cold and there's no ice. It's just windy and cold, and it's not the way I want to live my whole life. I don't want to be here necessarily my whole life. So the last couple of videos was from Lake Como, and you can see the difference in the weather, and I even managed to stay outdoors like in only a t-shirt for 2 days for a couple of hours, and you just can't do that here. If you do, you will probably freeze to death. So yeah, but it's lovely right now. It's quiet, it's nice, and I've gotten a lot of deals lately. A lot has been falling into place piece by piece. This start to the year has been amazing to me. The issue I have is that I have too many different kind of clients. I think as the years go on, it will be easier for me to manage maybe 2 to 3 big clients every month. But the issue now is that I get so many different that aren't like huge companies. And that's awesome. I mean, it's not an issue like that, but it's something I want to optimize over the next couple of years and probably outsource what I'm doing now in like the lower level. And because I know there are people just as good as me, if not better, that can help me outsource these kind of things. I've already made contact to them, and I should probably already have tried to outsource a few of the projects that I'm spending time on now. But the thing is that the projects in the lower category don't actually take that much time, and it's still a very good ROI for me and for the client in terms of what they're getting. But I think that is something I want to optimize either 6 months or 12 months from now. Today I also made a LinkedIn post about why I love to be self-employed. It's a rarity in Denmark, especially for my age, and this is why. I mean, I can just sit here, film, smile, and not having to follow orders from anybody apart from myself. The main point is that when you are yourself, everything good that happens is your fault, and everything bad that happens is also your fault. So there's no middleman, you can't shift the blame. And I find that really refreshing, and I think more people should take responsibility with their own lives. One thing I don't understand is that people do not think enough about their geographical placement when choosing their work. So I can totally understand being employed if you have a remote access job. If you have to be certain places at certain times in the week, you can't just sit here like I'm doing now, and you can't travel as freely. And I mean, you only get this life once. I don't know why people just lock themselves up in like, especially in a cold country like this. If I was Italian and I was born in Lake Como, I think a normal job would be fine. I would probably be happy with that. But it's a big world, and I would love to see it all. So I chose what I do specifically for that purpose. I spent a couple of months figuring out what I want to do, and it wasn't a permanent decision. Maybe next year I'm not doing websites. Maybe in 6 months' time I'm doing something completely else. But I just knew that I could generate income with that, and I thought it was quite fun, and I'm passionate about it. But maybe AI takes over the whole internet space in a couple of years, and then I'm out of business. I have a lot of people saying that, but I mean, there's a reason I'm still developing high-value skills. So I'm preparing for that, and I'm also a pioneer in that space. I also use it to my advantage, as anyone should. And of course, everyone can't be self-employed. I get it, but I think that there are a lot of people who would press the button if they could have the same minimal income and work the same hours. I very much believe in that. And the awesome thing is that there's never a limit of how much you can earn. I mean, all of these successful doctors or lawyers, I mean, they can work 80 hours a week and then what? You can multiply the income unless you are building something yourself, because you only have so many hours in a week. The awesome thing of being self-employed is, of course, that there is no limit. You can always optimize your work. You can do something for higher value in a lower quantity, and then you can achieve the same salary. So I find that very inspirational and essential to my life. And yeah, I'm very glad I chose the life I chose. And to add to my point, when it's summer and the lake is clear and the boats are around, all of the big houses like this one and this one, and this lake is also connected to a much bigger lake. The interesting thing is that all of these huge mansions have boats and piers, but they never get used. I actually think we're one of those who actually uses our boats the most. And I think it is because the people are tired to be in specific places or just have too much work. Because all of the boats are just standing or laying in the water. And it is only us who actually use it, and then people come from, else places and use the lake. But it is very rarely the huge mansions with all the rich people who actually enjoy life here. Okay, one last thing, I have to break this ice. See if I can break it. You see there is some water here, and it doesn't look completely frozen here actually. But let's see, I'll use my foot here to see. I think I've broken like the first layer. Ah, it's so wet. No, it's actually pretty sturdy. Yeah, I'm not gonna stand on it because then this will be my last video ever and I'll probably fall through and die. But yeah, maybe in the next video.